Alright, what's cracking, YouTube? It's been a little while since I made a video. I'm not exactly sure how long, but came into a little cache, and I got some fiberglass resin and mat. I don't know if you can see it over there or not, but it's got a huge container. Still have to finish up the wall yet, but we're getting to that. But right now I just wanted to focus on the kick panels. Now what I've done is I've taken out the compression driver, which mounts directly under the horns. Oops. But yeah, you can see this is the actual driver that creates a sound inside the horn. 2500 Ti's, and as you've heard, they sound pretty nice. But what I wanted to focus on is the kick panels. Now these kick panels are going to be they're going to be relatively small, and I'll tell you why. Is because due to the fact that I'm going to have them crossed over at around 300 hertz, they won't need that much airspace. Now, it is an 8-inch, and I am going to be running it, it's going to be playing a little bit of mid-bass frequencies, but for the most part, I don't need that large space. Now, what I may end up doing is, after I build a, build a nice little a bass, and get the stilts or whatever you want to call them in, to angle the driver's specific angle, what I may end up doing is cutting out a piece of this here, and then cutting out a piece of the sheet metal behind it so the driver can actually vent into this panel right here. Now, I don't know if that'll be necessary, and what I may end up doing is testing them first and seeing how they sound, but as you can see, I got the other side done too. Now, all we have to do is just lay down a couple layers of chop mat over this right here until we have a nice firm base, and then I'll start doing the angling, so stay tuned. Okay, YouTube, after cutting a little bit more wood, or doing a little bit more work and cutting more wood, what I ended up with is 2 3/4 inch baffles. They haven't been glued together yet, and they're not completely uniform. Now, once I glue this all together and the glue sets, what I'll end up doing is sanding right here and maybe sanding the back a little bit just to make the piece a little bit more uniform. But this is going to give me a nice strong baffle to attach the 8-inch to, and it'll sit, hang on, let me turn on the light. Okay, like I was saying, it'll sit like right here, and basically what it'll do, it'll minimize any little stilts or what have you I have to put in the corners. But yeah, it's gonna sit just like that, and it's gonna be more or less aimed. It's not gonna be like completely scientific with lasers and shit, like but they'll be aimed at the basically at the opposing person's outer ear. So we're going to try to make use of the reflections off the actual windshield, or the window. So when I say that, the opposing one will be going from here, and it'll be basically towards your face, and it'll be the music will be coming off of the windshield directly into the ear. Now, somebody explained it on DIYMA better than I did, and his name is Werewolf. I can find the thread if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, but basically you're taking advantage of the acoustics in a car, which are fucking horrible to begin with. It's just a terrible place to try to reproduce music accurately. But yeah, enough of that nonsense. So what I'll end up doing, I'll glue these together, and then I'll make a base, and that'll probably be the end of what I do today, because I want to make sure that this stuff cures and it gets nice back to room temperature again, because I don't know how many of you are working with have any experience working with fiberglass, but if the two components are still hot, basically what'll happen is if you go to pull something out, it can malform it, and then when you try to put it back in, it's already deformed, and then the pieces won't match the contours of the vehicle. Now, I learned this the hard way when I tried to build some kick panels before, so basically patience is a virtue, and we're going to try to explore that. So I'll glue these up tonight, and I'll build the platform with 2 layers of probably like a layer of cloth mat and then a layer of chop. Here, I'll show you. I went and got some today, or yesterday. I helped a friend sell his Cherokee, and that's how I got an extra couple of bucks. So this fiberglass cloth, there you go, now you can see it. Fiberglass cloth will go down, and then on top of that, we will put a layer of this strand chop mat. and it'll go over the top in small pieces. And that should make a nice strong enclosure. Now I have some kitty hair somewhere that I'm going to line the bottom with, but I can't find it right now. But yeah, that's what'll happen is, so there'll be a layer of fiberglass resin with the cloth, and then there'll be a layer of the chop mat, and then there'll be, once that cures and sets, there'll be a layer of kitty hair that goes over the base, which will give it a lot of rigidity. And then basically I'll just cut it out after I draw some lines of where I want the kick panel to be, and then I'll use my my Dremel to trim to fit, and then we'll attach the baffles and we'll get everything rocking and rolling. But yeah, I just wanted to show you what was up. So here we go. Okay, YouTube, I went ahead and changed clothes. As you can see, I'm back to full prep status. But what I wanted to show you is, damn it, unfortunately I don't have my light in here, but I don't know if you can see it, but I've already hit it with one layer of matte and resin, and it's already dry. Now what I'm going to end up doing is taking these pieces of chop mat and those pieces over there, and I'm going to hit it with another layer tomorrow, because apparently I don't have any more Dynaglass. I thought I did, but I don't. But yeah, that's it. So tomorrow morning I'll come out here, I'll hit it with another layer of chop mat, and then we'll have a rigid enclosure, or a rigid base rather, that we can pull out, and then we'll get to you know, aligning the baffles where we want them. Oddly enough, you guys will get a kick out of this. This weighs about I don't know, about 45-50 pounds. I've got a shitload of stuff in here, and it goes with me wherever I go. So it was plenty heavy enough to put enough pressure on these while they're setting up. So as you can see, the glue is on there. Now all I have to do is just sand them down tomorrow, and then trim them and fit them to size, and then they'll go on the kick panels. So yeah, that's it. I should have more for you tomorrow, and I don't know, let the good times roll. Peace.